us your name and your professional title.
I'm Nile Harris. I'm CEO and founder of Harris Ventures Group.
So tell us a little bit about your business and the services that you offer.
Yeah, I'm a life strategist, business consultant, and speaker and educator working with aspiring entrepreneurs and professionals to transform their passion and purpose into profit. And I do that with life coaching, business coaching, and online courses as well.
Nice. So how did you get started in this line of work?
Because life isn't a straight line, I actually started about in 2011 when I was laid off from my job due to a restructuring, and I didn't have a plan B. I actually didn't know how to do anything other than biotech. And so I started freelancing. And I landed a 5-figure contract, and I made so many mistakes. But I was determined to, learn and improve and do better. And even though I went back to that company, I was kept that as a side hustle. And then last year, I decided that I was going to do it on my own full time. So and by that time, I had practiced and learned how to build websites and do digital marketing and structure my business better. So I decided I wanted to own my destiny.
Nice. I love that. Own your destiny. I love it. So your description on LinkedIn says that you're a dream liberator, strategy creator, goal getter. Talk about those and how you manifest those in your life.
Yeah. So Dream Liberator is just about helping people. My gift is taking what is in people's heads and making it manifest. So I guess I should start with my why. My why is I want to do good in the world by helping do-gooders do good in the world. And I believe a dream realized can change the world. And so I help people by setting strategy, because I'm good at going from strategy to tactical execution and helping them set goals in order to help that dream manifest. Because without a plan, without a date, a dream is just a dream.
Yeah. So you got a 5-figure contract, and you say you made a lot of mistakes. Talk about do you feel like it's important to make mistakes, and how can you grow from those mistakes?
Absolutely, it's important to make mistakes because that is the only way you learn. I believe that you grow through the mistakes. I am the sum total of things that I've tried, succeeded at, and failed at. And I don't believe in failure. I believe I win or I learn.
Love it. I win or I learn. There's no lose in learning. Nice. Okay, awesome. So have you always wanted to be in your current profession?
No. I never thought about being an entrepreneur. Not real. Not when I was a kid. That's not what I envisioned. In college, it was not what I envisioned. And I started off actually in high school wanting to go to the Naval Academy and be a naval aviator. I wanted to be a fighter pilot. And my dad was probably the first person to try to talk me out of that. And then I tried again in college, and I got talked out of it again. So I would say that's probably my one regret, is that I didn't go to the military like I'd wanted to. But then I wanted to do business, and I'd always wanted to do that. And I always envisioned myself being in sort of corporate America or in that type of role and ascending to like the level of a CEO. And now that I am probably halfway through my career potential, I decided that I was never going to be allowed to achieve my potential, my full potential.
Can you expand on that?
Yeah, so as a Black woman, it's even, no matter how hard you work, how much education you have, the successes, there's always sort of a bias on your level of success. And there's always sort of, they say there's the glass ceiling, but I felt like as a Black woman, I wasn't even in the same building as the glass ceiling. And I had this aha moment, and I had always been in mission-driven organizations, or had aspired to be in mission-driven organizations. That's not actually where I started my career, but it was because I wanted to do good by helping do-gooders do good. And then I realized, gosh, I don't have to be an employee to do that. I can do that on my own, and probably help a lot more people.
Yeah. So what about like going from being a career woman to now being an entrepreneur and having your own business? What was kind of like your planning process of starting your business?
Oh, yeah, I think because it was always had been there in the background, sort of the side hustle after I set it up. Because I'm a strategy person, I immediately went to a tool called the Business Model Canvas. And that's something that I teach folks about. But it's a very simple tool. It's like 9 boxes, could be 10. And it's like, who's your customer base? What are your streams of revenue, right? And so it just helps you think through these things very quickly. So I'd already had a website, but I wanted to redesign that website. I did, of course, participate in a course. I went to Atlanta for a course because this was a totally different line of business for me, and so learning how to be a speaker and a coach and like the business around that, because I've been a speaker and a coach, but as part of a company, never on my own. So the first thing I did was sign up for a wonderful course. It was 4 days. And so then I put those things into action. Okay. I know some people who can kind of like move really quickly. I had to like learn like 3 or 4 things, implement it, and then I can move on to the next step. So I'm very organized like in that way. So I already had the business was already an LLC, all of that was already in place, but it was redesigning the website. What's the brand? What are the colors? Going through this business model canvas, and what are my products? What am I going to offer? What's the pricing? And
I just strategic and all of that.
Being strategic and all of that, and I just worked my way through that process, which is what, as a product manager, is what I did for a $30 million portfolio. And so now I'm doing it for myself.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so how can people who are interested in your field contact you?
Yeah, so they can find me at my website, IamNileHarris.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at I Am Nile Harris. I'm also on LinkedIn at Nile Harris. And you can learn more about my coaching programs, the Warrior Life Coaching, 8-week intensive, and then you can also learn more about Warrior Jump School, which is there's a membership, and I offer through that membership a new course, business management course, is unlocked every month. And with the membership, you not only get the new course every month, but you get access to the entire library and live one-on-one, or not live one-on-one coaching, live group coaching every month.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Are there any final words or thoughts that you have for our listeners?
Yeah, education for me was key. It was the foundation, and it was it was the currency of my household growing up. And that's why I wear this key, actually. It represents knowledge and education. So just follow your path, because where you're going is where you're supposed to go. It's where you're called. And, however you start off, you don't have to stay that way. You can always change.